I bet you are overwhelmed with your goals. You sit down and you say, it's October, I've not achieved what I wanted to achieve, because either your goals seem too big or that proverbial thing of, I don't know where to start. Well, my favorite book in the whole world, Atomic Habits by James Clear, gives you 3 tips on how you can actually come from, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, to, I'm doing so well. Ready? Let me give you the tips. So the first thing is the obvious thing. If you've not read this book, he's just really talking about the premise of being 1% better. That if every single day you wake up and your main goal is to be 1% better, meaning do just one thing to get you closer to your goals. Sometimes it feels like one thing is just so small. It's okay, because if you do 3 things at the same time and you after 2 days you're burnt out, what's the point? I prefer the person who does one thing every day and does it consistently for 30 days. So it's like humble beginnings, but bear with me, it works. So get 1% better every single day. For example, I'll tell you how I've applied this. I've wanted to not lose weight, but get in better shape, get healthier for a long time. So I started to say I'm a healthier person, and I wanted to do one thing every single day, just one thing that I could consistently do every day. And I started intermittent fasting. Why? All I have to do is stop eating at a certain time and start eating again at a certain time. That I can do, okay? And I made sure the hours I am not eating are the hours I am asleep. So easy that, in fact, you find yourself getting healthier every day. The intermittent fasting helps you get into autophagy, into ketosis. You're detoxifying your body naturally without overdoing things. And yet I'm getting 1% better than the person who did not realize they just had to do one thing every day. Because as fast as like, add fruits to my diet. I'm like, no, I'm not able to be consistent. But intermittent fast, I can do. So right now I'm doing one thing every day to become a healthier person. So just like that, when goals seem a bit overwhelming, when you don't really know where to start, just do one thing to get closer to what you want, okay? 1% every day. The second thing that I want to share with you is that James Clear believes that you have to identify with who you want to become more than identifying with the goal. So somebody says, I want to make $10 million in 2 years. And the other person says, I am a rich person. And because I'm a rich person, I talk to people this way, I shake hands this way, I do work this way, I rest this way, I'm fit this way. So it's an identity. So you identify with the thing you want to become, not just identifying with the goal. Okay? Because that person is doing things because that's who they believe they are. I don't want to lose weight. I'm a healthy person. So every time you sit to eat, you're wondering, what does a healthy person eat? Because Auntie, I'm a healthy person. If you want to say, oh, should I hydrate? Would a healthy person be doing that? And the answer is yes. It's like writing, because for me, I'm not very good at, well, I can write, it's just not a strength I intend to work on. But James Clear was saying that instead of thinking of himself as, I am an author who must write 10 pages every single day, he just says, I write. And that means I could write a sentence today, tomorrow I could write 3 sentences, tomorrow I could write just a title. I'm a writer. So it doesn't matter the content of what I'm writing, I identify as a writer. And that gives you the confidence to keep going because you already identify as that person. It's sort of like what people call affirmations. You affirm that for me, I am this person. You see, I've said so many times that I'm a communicator, I'm a good communicator, I'm confident in communicating, that right now I identify more as someone who communicates clearly and really well, that I've mastered it. So if the goal is losing weight, scratch it and say, I am a healthy person, okay? If the goal is to make money, scratch it and say, I am a rich person. And then start doing the things that rich people do because that's what you identify as, right? And the third, which is probably the thing that was a game changer for me, because I've read this book many times. And every time I read it, something sticks out. Right? This thing is what helped me when I was going through my transition, especially with the babies, with work and everything. He said, I think it's called a failure premortem, is that think about, let's say my goal is to wake up every day and walk for 2 kilometers. And I said at 6 a.m., I will walk for 2 kilometers every single day. He says that's the goal, right? Now, think about on Tuesday morning, you have failed to walk at 6 a.m. for 2 kilometers. Write down What would have led you to failing? The baby didn't sleep, so I didn't get enough sleep. I woke up late. I didn't have motivation. I didn't have shoes that were not clean. Just write all the garbage excuses you would have given yourself that day if you failed. So it's almost like going ahead of time and saying, what would make me fail to do this goal? What would make me fail to get up in the night and read when I need to read? What would make me, you understand? Write all the reasons and then counter them. Do you know what I mean? Counter the, because you already know this is most likely the excuses you will give yourself on why you failed. Now counter each of them. If the biggest excuse you know you will give yourself, you say, there's no way I can fail to be on time unless, those are the things we want you to write. Those things after unless. How can I be late? I'll be here. I'll be on time. I'll be with you, babes. Unless maybe the kids don't. Write it. What can you do about it? So the failure premortem, he's telling you, if you go ahead of your problems, you're able to solve them earlier than they actually happen. And chances are they won't happen. But if they do, girl, you're prepared for them and you can fix them. So if you haven't, for the love of God, I don't know why, please get yourself Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's the game changer in knowing to start small and start consistently building your habits. Bye-bye.